Hey guys, it's the Matador, back with some more Dungeons 3.
Lakeville fell like a sandcastle under the feet of a 4-year-old, and afterwards was plundered, in accordance with age-old custom. Yet as satisfying as it was just a little fish in a great big ocean of good. For the hydrophobic evil had, from the start, planned to capture the city's amazing fleet, which, as opposed to the Horde ships, did not sink like rocks. And so it was that Talia's creatures were driven aboard and the sails were hoisted. As the smoking ruins of the city slowly disappeared below the horizon behind them, the ship set sail for Termite Island, even if no one actually saw the impressive sight, as everyone, hey, I said everyone, was focused on the new target. The aforementioned island was the seat of the magician Yaina Overproud. Yaina was pretty and kind-hearted, and therefore, naturally, absolutely despicable. And if that weren't already enough reason to deal with her, she was also one of Tanos's buddies. Yaina ruled from Doloran. Ah, Doloran, home of arcane magic and high finance alike. Disgusting. Upon landing, the leisurely Evil's army slowly made their way to the financial capital. Yet it would be a good idea to acquire additional, even more powerful allies before facing Yaina. Talia and the remains of the cold-blooded Evil's army had reached Termite Island. Here, the egotistical magician Yaina Overproud ruled over her magical financial stronghold of Doloran.
I'll take care of this witch in short order. We'll just build up an army and beat on everything we see, just the way we did before. It's always worked until now, whereby the question arises, what the hell kind of a strange room is that? What's it good for?
In fact, that was an excellent question. Naturally, it was a... wait a moment. Yes, actually it was a hellhole. A hellhole is a portal directly to hell. What do we need that for, you ask yourselves? Another excellent question. Ah, here. Because we want to summon a pit fiend, of course. The demonic and savvy evil plan to lead a pit fiend to Doloran in order to have an ace up its sleeve in the fight against Yaina Overproud. An ingenious plan, I must say.
Okay, pit fiend sounds good. I can see him now. This guy with muscles of steel and... whatever. How do we do this?
Well, first we need a few ingredients, which we then, for the sake of simplicity, just throw into the hellhole. We need corpse dust. However, it has to be from Termite Island, so we can't just scrape it off our zombies, but have to organize some from local graveyards. And toenails? That's simple. Oh, from a centaur. Fortunately, these primitive beings should have a few camps around here. What a coincidence. Besides that, we also need some worm slime. Ugh, just saying it makes me shudder. And spider legs. We'll probably find those kinds of creatures here in the underground. Probably a lot sooner than the tense evil would like.
Oh,
yes.
right.
And it also requires a couple of well-aged, but unfortunately live heroes too. They're not likely to let themselves be thrown in there just like that, so we need a plan.
We can think about that later. The other things will be easier to get. Through fair trade? Through killing.
Just gonna quickly get this set up. Don't want to get too close to the exclamation marks on the map, because I'm not quite ready for that, I don't think. Alright, let's go outside. Let's be a little bit more proactive than I have been in the past, at the beginning anyways. Looks like there's an easy target over
Malicious
here.
creatures are marching across Termite Island. Men, and of course women. Stop them, for the Alliance. Well, not the Alliance, but the Alliance of all good folk, and so, you know what I mean. Anyway, stop them, for the goddess.
Whoops! Apparently the heroes weren't as stupid as they looked and had noticed the pitter-patter and banging in the underground. As if that weren't
Let's get
enough,
that apprentice.
Yaina Overproud herself was there.
Excellent. That saves me a lot of time and work if I can defeat her right here.
Easy there. We really don't have the kind of budget that lets us burn a story character in a single map. Besides, it was necessary to stop the marching heroes, and then, immediately following a stay in the dungeon's own hotel, the prison, sacrifice them to the hellhole.
Lost one of them. Yeah, that's fine. It was one of the ones that'll come back. One of the banshees. There we go. Getting some evilness now. Oh, crap. They're gonna beat me down here.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Where are you taking me?
Alright, and now throw all of you over here. I'll slap that warrior. You're running low on health. You guys get back here. The banshees don't matter as far as death goes, so I leave them alone.
Much like the Hero Academy on Newbie Island, Termite Island was a place frequented by aspiring adventurers. When rumors of a newly opened dungeon made the rounds, many heroes came from all over the island. These would be unpleasantly surprised to encounter not a nicely balanced beginner's dungeon, but the cruel evils complex and trap-riddled caves instead.
Yeah, I need to get some traps. Let's see, Naga. You spend some evilness on that. Get the rest of the little snots. Buy that out so I can actually get some Naga. Let's get 2 of them and an orc. 2 orcs. Alright, you know what? If that's where the graveyard's gonna be, I'm gonna go ahead and lay out a nice little spot here and call this the prison. Doesn't have to be very big yet. Actually, hang on, how big is this?
The first prison had been built.
It's 4 that way, this
heroes
one's
could be
only
imprisoned when they were
3.
defeated. This was not only important for sacrificing the heroes the hellhole so desperately wanted, but also because each hero generated some evilness at the end of their stay.
Exactly. Let them stew and rot in prison, the miserable do-gooders.
Something our quick-tempered protagonist obviously desired. The very best thing, though, was the fact that any heroes that died in prison became skeletons. The necrotic evil immediately wanted to try this out, of course.
Let's see. Let's expand this prison out a little bit.
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Where? Ah, great.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Ah, great. Now they're entering the dungeon over here as well. Great.
The arachnomanic evil had torn off the first spider leg, just what it needed for the hellhole. It carelessly threw the rest of the spider and the remaining 7 legs aside. The hero died in the unspeakable evil's prison. In fact, this wasn't such a bad thing. A skeleton rose from the dead hero's remains. which would henceforth serve the homicidal evil without questions or demands.
Yes. Serve me, you stupid heroes. Everybody heal up a little bit. Let me make some more room here in the
Maybe
graveyard.
we should see what happens when we throw a few of these elves with the swords into the hellhole.
Why? Is that some sort of secret recipe?
Recipe? No idea. But it sounds like fun. Damn fair-skinned elves. Oh, but in the end, they are related to us. Psst. Those
What is this?
true-cuddling hippies have nothing in common with us dark elves. Ooh!
Mother worm. Oh, great, there's a worm room over here.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
For the abs-
Clear out this worm room real quick. I don't want to deal with that.
For the ab-
And then you guys come over here. Except for you. Oh wait, no, I should leave you. I'm gonna leave you guys over here. Thought there was somebody who actually mattered dying.
My secret and mystical
That is a
counselors, who only
lot
I
there.
can see, tell me that the demons would love to see some skilled elven archers thrown into the hellhole. Apparently, they need someone to hunt giant mosquitoes.
Counselors only you can see? My goodness, as if your split personality wasn't annoying enough.
I can't really argue with you there. I too wish that Sister Goody Two Shoes would finally go and bother someone else.
Heroes are on their way to one of your islands of evilness.
Wait, they can do that now?
The Listening Closely Evil was informed that the demons of the Hellhole might be interested in trading a handful of priestesses of the light for one of their female demons. This sounded like a very interesting trade indeed.
I'll go after these heroes real quick. Alright. You guys can have
A
all
hero
of them.
disappeared into the Hellhole with a long, drawn-out "Ah!" It was done. All of the requisite worm slime had been collected. Oh my, I saw this documentary about liposuction one time, and this stuff was... Oh, just forget it. Another challenge mastered by the repulsive evil.
Let's throw some more worm slime in there. Why not? There's nothing. I don't think there's anything else I can do with it. Alright. Let's go back above ground. Let's work our way. Actually, no, I need to go back below ground because I got guff down there I gotta deal with. Excuse me, I was meaning to come up here. Okay, fine. And throw it in. Wage reduction. Let's put that on. How about you? I don't know who's best for that. Get rid of the worm room.
It's payday.
Let's see. Hey, you want some more heroes?
The Hellhole rewarded the sacrifice of a live hero with a respectable berth. It was done. The self-sacrificing evil had thrown the required number of heroes into the hellhole, which in turn commented on the fact with a loud, contented belch.
And there we go, expand that. I don't need the graveyard to be any bigger right now.
Rumor has it that the demons of the hellhole might welcome the sacrifice of a few little snots. Or maybe it's just because it's fun, too. The experimental evil immediately tried it out.
I don't want to sacrifice a little snot, but okay. They said I could.
A little snot just disappeared into the hellhole. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Throw that there. At least the spider were coming the same way, which means that I don't have to worry about them coming from another direction, having to deal with that too. And they're fighting the heroes. Sweet. Okay. Actually, does that connect anywhere? Okay, it does not. So as long as I don't connect up this, it shouldn't matter. Alright, there's some spider legs in over here.
All of the spider legs have been tossed into the hellhole. The spider-hating evil had mastered the assignment without even breaking a sweat.
Although I think I'm down some creatures. I got at least 7 heroes in prison.
Everything good must die.
Hello? Nobody right up here. Okay, good. Go this way. We're gonna go get this other island of evilness. Kill the bear real quick. While they're killing that bear, casually get some research done. Kill her. Alright, they'll handle that automatically. If I go down here, I need to set up some things. Oh, little snots, I need you to work over here at the workshop. Create me some boxes. Oh, you've got boxes.
The merciless evil's armies destroyed the hobbit camp with joyful efficiency.
Oh, I don't have
These hobbits wouldn't be running off throwing any rings into any lava in any mountains anymore.
Lord of the Rings reference right there. Though I'm sure everybody here knew that.
Put me on the enemy.
Alright, well I got time. Come on back out.
Yeah?
Come over here. Kill the centaurs.
Whoops! The first centaur had lost one of its toenails. How sad. But it was exactly what the absolutely no regrets whatsoever evil needed for the hellhole.
Let's go up here.
And still the Horde, I mean the evil, spread their infestation across Termite Island. Onwards! Peoples of the Alliance! Drive this riffraff off! Otherwise, the tourists will stay away and we'll have to close up shop. I'll be at your side. Well, later. I have something important to do in Doloran. All the best! And for the Alliance and so forth!
Damn, that cowardly magician is escaping.
Just like I hadn't said anything. As Jaina got out of Dodge, her subordinate heroes from the nearby village did what heroes did best. Desperately head for their opponents, using brute force and violence with absolutely no finesse whatsoever. The dungeon protecting evil made ready. As a really, really broad hint, the savvy narrator pointed out to the perplexed evil that the graves in the graveyard might just need a hearty smack or nudge to release the valuable corpse dust.
And now we'll head out.
What's up?
Just realized I had my portal over here. That I could have went through, but we'll just go this way. We'll go for this tent.
The eager to explore evil's army had discovered one of the heroes' camps. They immediately took care of its demolition.
Exactly. Come on. Let's tear the place apart. Ouch!
Tear them apart. Tear the camp apart.
Another glorious victory for the Queen of Evil. I mean, for the absolute evil. Of course. I mean, it's not my army. Not yet. Anyway.
You're the Queen of Evil? Well, I didn't vote for you. And anyways, Queen of the Damned sounds better to me.
Really? Oh, God. Terrible film. Except for the music. But of course, a bit better love story than that bit at Twilight.
Let's see. Y'all can fight up there. I'm gonna go back down here.
Death from above!
Oh, I just realized I have somebody.
Everything good must die. Hey!
Alright. Something I really need to work on, and should have worked on earlier. Let's make this a bit bigger. Let's fill those in. You guys might know what it is. It's a brewery. I just realized that I think it's one of my goblins, is unhappy because he doesn't have any beer. Well, let's go ahead and everybody go on upstairs.
Heroes want to attack one of your islands of evilness.
Hey, leave my island of evilness alone.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That is my island of evilness. You can't have it. Oh, there's a book over here.
It's payday.
Great hit bonus.
Bye-bye,
Let's take one of my imps. Imp. Over here. You just go ahead and grab that. Now this imp. Chuck Ignis. Get over here. Thank you. It's a couple of bears. And then we'll go up here to the centaurs.
The far-sighted evil had discovered a modest little centaur camp. Like any good, nature-loving being, the horrible evil immediately wanted to convert this area into a nature reserve. Of course, that meant that everything that was in the way had to go. Oh, those poor centaurs. Unfortunately, they had to die for the good of the greater evil.
Let's get down over here to this place.
The fabulous evil's armies had reached the city. Yaina, however, was long gone.
Then I suppose I'll just have to take it out on the inhabitants. Forward! Oh, haven't you plunged enough cities into ruin? Is that a trick question? I'll admit I could have saved myself the question. You monster! Thanks.
I'll let you, monster. Thank you. I appreciate being called monster. I'll take her apart. There's some do-gooders down here. Destroy those do-gooders. So you got this novice. And then the rest.
This hero camp has been destroyed. Excellent work. So now let's do it again. All the poor souls who have to die because of my failure and my lack of willpower. It's so sad. Ha ha ha! Plunder, burn, kill.
Let's see. Can I throw this back here? I can. Just so that way I can have that back by that island of people. Why am I not able to? Oop.
Sadly, one of the hero's mighty champions lived in the city. Ronin, whose cliché-soaked name we stole one-to-one from another universe, had retired here, and was anything but pleased to see evil creatures. However, whoever put that sanctimonious do-gooder's lights out permanently was sure to be richly rewarded.
Reward or not, it'll be fun. Come on, fight!
How do I throw this centaur and corpse centaur toenails and corpse dust in here?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
But I can't bring them here from the overworld, can I?
Hey, keep your hands to yourself. What's up?
What if I want to get over here? How are we going to do that? How are we going to go about this? We have to go into the city. Oh.
Oh, hey!
Alright, we'll go ahead and destroy the city.
The great champion Ronin hit the floor. The radiant with happiness evil was extremely pleased. At the same time, his anti-heroic act was generously rewarded.
Ha! Another city destroyed. You're so evil and cruel. Thanks, that's really nice of you. I despise you. Ah, careful now. Hate leads to the dark side.
The strategically brilliant evil had eliminated all the dangers and made the dungeon a fairly safe place. Summoning the Pit Fiend should now be child's play.
Go take out the priestess. Stop her in ranged attacks from causing her grief. Go hit the other
Another
priestess.
graveyard. Excellent. Here we should be able to find the
Oh,
rest
yeah,
of the
spells.
corpse dust. Get a move on, people! Loot those graves! My toenails are curling. Looting graves? How repulsive! Yeah, go share your moral outrage with someone who cares.
The graveyard's ludicrous guards had been retired. Good thing for the gravedigger, who didn't have to go far this time.
Oh wait, it's up
The
here.
kleptomanic evil wanted to collect even more ingredients before it noticed that it was already carrying stuff around with it. At least it wasn't jewelry from the department store like my ex-wife. And another load of centaur toenails had been collected. Having acquired a taste for hunting, animal rights ignoring evil was already planning an extensive safari. It was done. The last the last centaur had lost its toenail, which the eager evil quickly sacrificed to the hellhole. As it did so, it realized that every centaur actually had 4 of the stupid things. Naturally, that would have made the job just a bit easier. It was done. All of the required corpse dust had been sacrificed to the hellhole. The mastered this task evil patted itself on the back, right before it remembered the spiked metal gloves. Ouch. Finally, it was done. The last ingredient had been thrown into the hellhole. The victorious evil patted itself on the back in triumph. The hellhole began to bubble and make fart noises. Something in the middle whirled wildly, while it slowly grew. The sound that caused it could be seen as a demonic litany, but upon listening closer, one recognized a joyful whee! It was the Pit Fiend, who now emerged from the whirlpool with a wild laugh. Laugh. Oh, do I do that? Okay.
Prince of Darkness, obey my orders, and of course those of the absolute evil. You, mighty Pit Fiend, cruelest of the cruel.
His name is Crowley.
I beg your pardon?
It says here in the script the Pit Fiend's name is Crowley. Not that it's important since he doesn't speak, but I just wanted to mention it.
All right, Crowley. You, Crowley, will help us defeat Yaina Overproud. We will transform this world into an image of hell.
Daughter, try to defeat your evilness. I still haven't given up on you. Fight it! Use all your willpower.
Oh, Father, I'm still here. I'm trying. Well, now and then, at least. But my evil self won't let me talk about it. It refuses to hear my arguments, and it doesn't care what you say. How often do I have to tell you?
The Pit Fiend Crowley listened to Talia's inner quarrel and grumbled at Tanos' words. Non-residents of Hell were so annoying. Tanos disappeared after the evil Talia's rant and tirade of insults. She then turned to Crowley.
Come, Pit Fiend. Crowley. Let's get that accursed magician. Yaina Overproud. Your days are numbered.
Alright. And there's that, now that I know how to actually throw the other items in.
The storming of Doloran. Now that the leprous evil had won the Pit Fiend as an ally, it began preparations for the storming of Doloran. It was time for Yaina Overproud to die.
Alright, and that'll be it for this episode. Have a good one all. Bye.